to start.
All right, welcome to another episode of What's That?
Sister Chat.
All right, so on this Sister Chat, we're talking about surviving the quarantine. Just a quick side note. Obviously, you can see that I have my picture up. I was sick last week and I look a hot mess. So, yeah. And it wasn't COVID-19. Just letting that be known. Anyway,
Wait till you say
okay.
survive.
What happened? Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into our topic. So our topic is surviving the quarantine 2020, COVID-19, coronavirus. Let's go ahead and start. Sharice and the rest of my sisters, Shanika and Cece, how have you all been surviving?
Well,
What have you been doing?
I've been mostly trying to be creative. It's kind of hard right now, because it's like all these other stuff that you trying to push out, but still be focused on like, okay, like let me get my creative on, let me try to write. I've been working on some different series and different like a screenplay and stuff like that. So I've been doing lots of Zoom calls and workshops and things like that, and leading some as well, leading some Instagram lives, being virtual, very virtual lately, but also some days it's harder than others to actually be productive, and that's okay. Just tell everyone it's okay to not be that productive right now. I did sleep until 1 o'clock one day. I was like, oh snap, nah, I gotta playing myself. I better get some work done. So yeah, I've just been trying to be creative.
Okay, Shanika.
I just been eating and cooking and taking care of these children and eating and sleeping and eating and cooking. That's all I'm doing. That's it. And it's been good.
Okay. And that's okay. All right. Cece, you're on mute, by the way. So what have you been doing?
I've got some neighbors that have some kids, so that is what the noise in the background is. But yeah, I have been staying focused and productive in my home-based business. I mean, for me, it's a struggle to sit around and not be productive. I want to be producing and doing things. So like Sharice, I'm really focused on being creative and putting content out there for my audiences across platforms, but also just really honed in on my business, because I mean, I'm in the health and wellness industry. I'm all about helping people improve their physical and financial health. And that's what I've been doing. I have been super hardcore Monday through Saturday, focusing on there and then giving myself the space to relax and refresh on Sundays, which is why I'm still in the PJs. Yes, I am. All day long, people.
All right. All right. Well, I'm an educator and I still have to work, even though school is closed. So I've been on a lot of Zoom calls, setting work for my students and doing all that jazz pretty much. And then sleeping, eating, watching a lot of TV, which I probably shouldn't be. But hey, it's like an early summer, kind of a little bit. Still got to work, but I can have a little bit of fun too. And I am not trying to stress over what is going on around me. So that's me that's my way of not stressing on what's going on around us. All right. Okay, next question. What's something that you don't like about having to be quarantined? Let's go with Cece.
Honestly, my big thing is I just miss the great outdoors, like my schedule. So I had a very regular schedule of how I lived my life. I mean, I was working from home before this, obviously, but I had a very regular schedule. And the start of that was going out to the park every single morning and being around people who were, all about health and fitness and taking care of themselves. And I really missed the energy of that in the morning. I did the first couple of days when this all started, I did try and just kind of let things be and not stick to any kind of a schedule. And that didn't work out for me. I was like, whoa, laying in bed and like, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. And I think, you know, productive people like to produce. So I was just like, nope, I'm getting up. So I miss that element the most. Just being able to go outside when I want to. You know, I'm an introvert. I don't want to go out a whole lot, but when I want to, not being able to is kind of like, I miss that.
Right, right. Okay. What about you, Sharice?
For me, what don't I like about the quarantine? I just don't like
Like,
that
what do you?
everybody's like stressed out. Like everybody that I talk to, it's like people are like, "Oh, how are you doing?" And I'm like, like,
I'm fine. I'm good.
yeah, can we all just chill, breathe? I mean, I know obviously it's a lot going on, but you know, I just want us to get back to a point where we can be like normal with each other and like like how you're doing is not a loaded question anymore.
Right.
Like I feel really stressed when someone asks me how I'm doing. And if I say I'm okay, then it's like, well, ain't you going through something? It's COVID. And I'm like, all right, well, my bad. How are
Right.
you?
Isn't that interesting though? Because before all of this went down, people would say, "Hey, how you doing?" And like nobody put any thought into a response to that. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. Now all of a sudden, like you said, it's like a loaded question. Like, well, you know, my cousin has it. My uncle got it. This person got it. The news says we're all gonna die. You know, so it's like this. It's like it went from one
Mhm.
extreme to the other, where people were just like not willing to go there, and now people like need to unload.
Right, right,
Literally,
right.
someone just sent me a text right now. I ain't gonna show y'all because you know, obviously I want their number and then them to know and all of this, but they're like, hey, this is such and such, and I'm calling to check on you. I don't even have your number saved. I don't know who you are. Like, if you're watching the live right now, I'm sorry, but like, I'm just saying, I appreciate people like checking on me, but like, you wasn't checking for me before.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, that a lot of people are like checking for me that I haven't spoken to in years. I'm like, I'm good. What about you, Shanika? You're on mute, Shanika. You're on mute.
Sorry, I got her.
Okay.
I just miss having like a schedule for the boys because Caleb's not in school anymore, so it's very different. And I need structure, so I'm trying to figure that out. That's really it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. There was something else that I forgot.
All right.
'Cause I was thinking, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I miss being able to just go out and not have to worry about covering my face, or am I going to touch something and get sick, or did somebody just cough and I'm walking into their COVID germs? Like, that's what I miss the most. I used to be a homebody, but well, gosh, within the last few years, I've been like really putting myself out and just going out and having fun. And so I just miss hanging out with my friends. I miss doing my theater stuff. I miss, shoot, I even miss my students, y'all. I miss my babies. So that's what I miss. Being able to just go out to the park and not have to worry about seeing people with face masks. And it's just weird. It's stressful, but like not in a stressed out way, but like a weird, like this isn't normal way, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. All right. Okay, so what's something fun that you've been doing since we've been quarantined, since we can't go out and have fun? What have you been doing? Shanika. Okay. Sharice.
um, I've been doing a lot of cooking, a lot of cooking, literally every night. And a lot of eating too. So you know that's fun too. I've been trying a lot of new recipes. Um, and what else have I been doing? That's basically it. I mean, other than like work stuff, like you know that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But like for fun, I've been doing a lot of cooking.
Okay. Cece?
I also I've been baking, which is like, whoa. But
Baking is so hard.
baking is so like there's something, and I've been saying this for a little while now. There's something that's very relaxing for me about the kneading process, like actually having my hand in dough. It's like a meditative state for me. So I have been probably enjoying a lot more baking than I typically ever would. So that has been fun. I've also just been really intentional about setting some time aside to do things that I enjoy. So if that's just like calling my sisters and having a little chat, or hopping on house party and playing some games, which has been so fun. Like we had a birthday party for Sharice just last week on house party, which was like a total blast. We made crafts to get ready for that. I made like this really special hat. I made one for me and one for Jason, and that was fun. Like I think for me, fun is just exploring new skills and trying out different things and seeing what happens. Right? Some things are very successful. Some things are like, oh girl, don't tell anybody you did that. But that's been fun for me. Just exploring a little bit.
Y'all should have seen her first hat that she made.
Oh, I had a couple of hat fails, like a couple. I only posted one of my hat fails in my stories. I know a lot of people were laughing. I had a lot of fun conversations about that. My hats were a disaster, but my final hat was
That's the one
cute.
that counts.
That's the one that counts. That's right. That's right. Right. In life, we messed up, but we use those lessons and we learn and we make adjustments. And then the next thing you know, that's how you get some success.
Okay. Shanika, what's been fun? What have you done fun during this quarantine?
Um, so what's been fun, basically, when the boys go to sleep, I party. So I've been playing music at night and like dancing in bed. That's been really fun. It's been keeping me up late at night though, but it's been real fun. I've been listening to 70s and 90s music, just like grooving and enjoying myself. And what else? What else have I been doing? Lots of bubble baths and reading. I've been able to read some books. A lot's going on over here because of the kid, but it's life. Yeah, so that's what's been fun. They keep me entertained.
And it's so funny watching you guys. Like I'm sitting over here going, this is some of the fun too. Like she is like playing with these kids and it's getting crazy. I love it.
Girl.
Okay. Well, this was not a question that I wanted to ask, but I'm going to ask it. What was a bad decision that you made during this quarantine? Cece, you're up first.
I'm up first. My worst decision that I have made since this quarantine has started was my first couple of days. I just literally said, hey, the world's taking a break. You take one too. And I completely moved away from having any type of schedule in my life. And it just confused things. I still got things done, but I didn't feel like myself. I wasn't doing my normal morning routine. I wasn't doing even the things that make me feel good, like Shanika was talking about her music and all that. That's a part of my morning routine. I literally pick a song and sing and dance as a part of preparing myself for my new day. And I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing anything. I had no schedule. And I immediately regretted it. I was like, this is not the way that I work. And I literally created one. It's on the wall in front of me. And it has like, from this time to this time, work on these things. From this time to this time, do these things so that I can feel more normal. Because I think for me, it's been important to keep some level of normal in my life, and trying to give myself too much of a break at the beginning really had me feeling off kilter. I just didn't feel like myself. So I really had to adjust and get back to just being the fun, lovable, amazing Cece that I am.
Okay. What about you, Shanika? Shanique?
So the question was one thing that you.
A bad decision you made while being quarantined.
I don't think I have any bad decisions. I'm still trying to figure it out. So maybe that's it. Shoot. I don't know. That's it. I'm still trying to figure out what this new normal is. I guess it's not a bad decision though. I don't know. I'm perfect, so.
Okie dokie. All righty then, Sharice.
I think for me at the beginning, not even at the beginning, just all throughout this thing, I have. Oh yes, I'm like gotta cover my legs. I have basically just like given myself so much work, and I'm like, what the heck? Why did I give myself so much work? And then I gave my much pressure, anxiety because of the amount of work that I put on myself, even though knowing like this is not a normal thing. Like, so some people don't know, like I build websites, I do content, I write content, I do content strategy and stuff like that. And so, you know, a lot of that stuff I can do online, I can do from home, remotely. So I've been doing that. And some of, you know, my clients are also now at home. So now, oh, and I design graphics and stuff. So now, like every 5 seconds, somebody's literally calling or texting me, you know, telling me, oh, I want to do this, or I want to add that, or I want to do this. And in fact, I even got to the point now where I'm like, okay, well, I can do X amount of edits for you, and we can have a 30-minute conversation. Chantel's clapping, Cece's clapping for me because I called her like earlier this week, like, oh my God, I can't, I need, you know, because I put so much pressure on myself to like get all this stuff done. And I'm like, you know what? It's COVID-19. I should be out in the park. Actually, I really shouldn't be in the park, but I should, getting some kind of fresh air, because you know it's kind of filled with gross stuff now. But y'all know what I mean. I'm just saying, like, I should be like finding some zen instead of stressing out. But yeah, I gave myself a lot of anxiety.
I'm gonna just hop in here and say I'm so freaking proud of you, Sharice, because I mean, I think this is one of the most important things in life in general, but especially in a time like this, is having boundaries. Like this is the way I'm gonna show up. This is what I'm going to allow, and having to put that into place. So I'm so proud of you for actually doing that, because it is a relief, right? Like you don't have to put such a burden on yourself to be available all the time to people for all the things. Like that's something that I've been doing too, because everybody's home. So I'm getting a lot of messages in my business as well. And that's one of the things, like, if this is not the time of the day when I'm answering messages, that message is going to sit there, and I have to be okay with that. And I think that that's really important that you're creating that for yourself too. So just a little side piece there.
Word.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm the party girl, because my bad decision was eating, ordering food from a restaurant, and the food wasn't completely cooked, and I ended up getting sick. So I was sick all last week. So yeah, I learned my lesson. But yeah, okay.
And
So
you're feeling better
final, huh?
now? And you're feeling better now?
I am. I was able to eat yesterday, and I ate today, so I am feeling better now. Thank you very much. But I don't look good. I still look rough. I need to do my hair. Yeah, I need to do a facial. I'm looking rough. So.
And
All right.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just
What you
gonna
gonna say?
say, and like during this time, you know, you had asked earlier, like, what's some of the fun things that we've done, but like also, and I think Shanika kind of touched on it too, like, just taking care of ourselves, and like, you know, I didn't say this, but one of the things that I've been doing is like just waking up and putting on makeup or putting on lipstick or putting on eyeshadow for no reason at all, because I'm not going nowhere and I don't have no Zoom call or whatever, but I'm just doing it just to make myself feel better. Cause I find sometimes, like I told you, I slept till 1 o'clock and I was like, oh no, like what's happening? Am I depressed? What's wrong with me? Why I sleep until 1 o'clock? And then I'm like, okay, you know what, get up, like make yourself feel, you know, good. And so yeah, so now you have an excuse, Shelly, to put on some makeup and, you know,
I
sit in your house
know.
in your heels or whatever.
But you know what? You know, usually I would put on makeup, like for the calls and stuff. I would put on makeup, but I really just don't feel like being like putting on makeup. Like I feel like just being natural recently. Like I don't feel like doing all that extra. You know, I do. Like today's Easter. If I had to go to church today, I would have been dressed down. I already had my Easter dress and everything, and I thought about dressing up today to watch service, and I'm like, I don't feel like it. Like I don't feel like putting on makeup. As long as I get up, take a shower, put on some clothes, I feel like okay, I feel good. I feel good. So
Word, and you're right. And let me just say, I use the makeup example for myself because I don't wear makeup.
right,
I
right.
never wear makeup. That's
And
not
see,
the
I
thing
always do.
I do, unless I'm doing a show or something, you know. Go ahead.
Right. And I always do. I mean, not to work, but like if I'm going out or something with my friends or going to church or something, I always put on some makeup. But I'm just like, I don't feel like getting dressed up. I feel like just being my natural me. But y'all don't want to see my natural me right now. Though. I'm just warning you right now. I'm just saying. Anyway, okay, last and final question. Is there anything that you would want? Okay, so when we're able to go back into what quote unquote would be normalcy for us, right? Is there anything that you would or start that you would start doing or wouldn't start doing again? If that makes sense. Does that question make sense, y'all? It made sense in my head. So is there something that you would do now that you wasn't doing before that you realize you should be doing during the quarantine? Or is there something that you're like, nope, I'm not doing this ever again? I'm going to like, does that make sense? I hope it makes sense because in my head it makes
I
sense.
totally got it now. I didn't understand it first, but I
Okay.
totally got it. So I'm going to jump in there. The thing that, and I literally had this conversation with Jason yesterday. I said, when this is over and really over, because I'm going to wait a few weeks, right? Like I'm still not going out into the masses when they say we're free and clear, because I mean, I got some common sense here and I'm not ready for all of that. But when it really
Right.
is over, one of the things that I realized, I kind of mentioned it earlier, is I really miss outside so much. And Jason and I, we were like just starting to get out a little bit more on the weekends and do things. The weekend before we were quarantined, we went out to a museum and a nature park and all of these cool fun things. And I'm like, dude, we got to do that more often, right? Like I have like a newfound appreciation. I already thought I had one, but like I have a deeper appreciation. I want to be out on the hiking trails. It's a lot farther out. I usually just go to what's right across the street from me, but like actually being intentional and going to some of the further out places to get out in nature and going back to the lake and really spending that time is one of the things that I 100% am re-implementing when we are free and clear.
Okay. Sharice, what about you?
So kind of similar to Cece's vein. Like um well, actually I was just talking to my boo this morning. Was that this morning or yesterday? Either way, one day. Y'all so annoying. I can't say nothing. Anyways, we were talking about how like right by my house there's this road with a bike lane, and the bike lane goes all the way straight down to the beach. And it's like
Oh,
such a I've never went on this trail yet, but like it's like a tree lined street. It's so gorgeous. It is in the middle of Brooklyn, okay? So we were talking about how we're gonna go biking. we're gonna get some bikes and go cycle down there and just like enjoy that and sit by the water and all that kind of good stuff, which I'm super excited about. And also when outside opens back up, like right now, literally, I am literally trying to find all of the flights to all of the places, because they also have they have passed this new thing where the airlines are giving you like 1 year to get your money back or change your flights or whatever. So in case this does continue, but I'm gonna get all the tickets. Like right now, I can go to London for $250 round trip. Okay, and y'all know that's good. So I'm trying to stockpile all the, the flights because I'm about to jet set and go. Okay, because I'm trying to be out here. So,
Okay, okay, okay. What about you, Shanika? Be good, Karma.
So I feel like I am an introvert. I like to be at home, but since I don't have the option to go out now, I don't like it. So when this is all over with, I would like to go out and be around other people. I don't know yet. I still have to figure that part out though.
she gonna go to the laundromat and make friends like she used to do when she was a kid.
I might. No, oh my God. So before this went crazy, I went to the laundromat and it was not like how I remember it. And I didn't even go in. I just drove past. So I probably won't go to the laundromat. But yeah, maybe I'll like go out with friends maybe and like not cancel and like because I'm good for that. But I don't know. This has been really great. This time in the house has been good though for my anxiety. So I don't know. I may just stay
Okay, so for me, I think I don't know. I will probably give myself more time to rest because I've gotten a whole lot of rest. So I used to push and push and push and push and try to do everything I could. And now having to sit down somewhere and rest has really been really good on me. So I'll probably not that I won't stop going out and stuff, but I will, and I'm not a party animal for real. But I won't say yes all the time when someone invites me out. And I'm gonna get a boo too. I'm just saying. Everybody else got a boo. I'm just kidding. But I am gonna get a boo. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And I would love to travel too. Love to travel. So I think that's all that's my plan. Something I won't do, I don't know. Probably eat everywhere.
She learned her lesson now.
Yeah.
Something that I won't do, well, I'm gonna do less of, and actually I found this out before the quarantine, but I really found it out now, is I won't go to the eyebrow people as often because I learned how to do my own. I learned how to thread my own. I mean, it's not perfect, but you know, y'all who know me know I be getting unibrow and stuff sometimes. And I can at least control it now. So I ain't gonna be spending all my little $7 every time over there. I can do it right there myself. Period. Pooh.
And for me, the one thing that I won't do, which is crazy because my love language is physical touch, but like it's gonna be a long time till I'm shaking someone's hands again. Like I just, I'm not interested. I love hugs. Hugs are important to me, but like, dude, like it's gonna be a minute. So that's my won't be doing for a while.
Right. Nika, you gonna not do something?
What I'm not gonna do is hug people like Chantel. Like, I think hugs are very important. Like, you need hugs to live. Like, seriously, when both hearts touch each other, like that connection. But look, I don't got time to be catching nothing for nobody. Okay, so I'm probably not gonna do any hugging anyone anymore at all.
Definitely.
But when I come to visit, I need a hug.
I'll hug my family.
She got to check your temperature first.
Yeah. Gotta check your temperature. I need to know that you've quarantined yourself for at least 2 weeks before I see you. And then we good. Other than that, like it's a what's up? How you doing tonight? It's the elbow.
That, you know what? I teach pre-K and it's so hard not to hug because those kids love to hug. I'll sit on the carpet and I'll be reading a story or something and they'll all start running to me to give me hugs. It's so hard. And right when we started hearing about the COVID-19, I was like, okay, friends, we can't hug anymore. And they were really, really sad. And I was sad saying it because they love to hug. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do a fist bump. Like I do fist bumps with them when they do something good because you know I have arthritis in my hand, so it's hard for me to straighten my hand out for a five to give them high fives. So we do fist bumps. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to start doing more fist bumps and no more hugs. We're gonna do fist bumps, but it's really hard. So unless I change grades, it's gonna be really hard for me not to hug because even when I don't want to give them a hug, you know, you get them kids that be, you know, that they're sick or something and it's hard for me because I can get sick very easily. It's hard not to tell them no. You can't really tell them no because they want to hug. They're so little, so that may be a problem for me. Adults, yeah, I ain't hugging you unless I know you.
It's nasty.
I ain't gonna hug you unless I know you. But yeah. Okay, well, that was a good sister chat. All right, well, we would like to thank you all for joining us live on YouTube. And you know what to do. Give us a thumbs up, share, and comment. And that's all for, oh, don't forget
What's
to
that?
like us. Don't forget to find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the platforms. And we love you. I don't know. Sharice, jump in. I don't know what
Well,
you're trying
that's
to tell me.
it. It's an awesome episode. Thank you guys for joining us for what's that?
Sister chat. See y'all later. Bye.